So today we are going to discuss about few things. That is, first of all, how to check system configuration. How to check the system configuration. So exactly say what is a system configuration. If you got a question, right, ask you what is your system configuration. What are the things you have to tell. Next, what is your system configuration. Next one is how to check the system configuration or a part of configuration. Part of configuration. For example, I want to ask what is your Windows 10 version. Ask what is your processor. What is your RAM. Even that is also you have to know what it is. So this is first we will discuss. Next part is we are going to discuss how to check IP address. How to check the IP address. So knowing about what is your IP address. What is your IP address? How to check, how not to check. Both are things are there. Okay, how to check, how not to do IP address. Okay, both are things we'll try. So for a batch, previous batch also my first class I have taken like this one. So next class I may talk about basics of service desk, very basic. What are the basic introduction to basic service desk kind of stuff. Okay, and there is some definitions are there. So I'm also going to we are also going to what are the definitions first of all, and I'm going to check basics of networking or networking essentials. Okay, and operating system, of course, hardware. Basic hardware is required, but hardware, operating system, about the servers. In that one, Active Directory, DHCP, and DNS we are going to discuss. Next classes I'm giving a complete the schedule. So I'm trying what is we are going to explain in this part. Okay. Next, if possible, Outlook. No guarantee, but Outlook. Yeah, of course. As a part of OS, also we have to discuss about Windows 10 basics, a few features wise. Also we can able to discuss. And what is cloud and cloud services. Anything will be added, so then we'll see cloud virtualization. Lot of things are there. So these are the major things we are going to discuss in the next classes, and importantly, we'll start from here. And after a few classes, I will share this class. Okay, guys. So there is no practical for a HCL batches generally, but you want a practical part for a few things. What I showing directly, then I can also show you. Okay, you can also do it. Okay. So no heavier things. So at least try to understand the small things. Okay. So first one is system configuration. Yeah. Very good. Someone put a message. Not questions. Not showing any questions. Their screen. My screen is not visible. Is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not visible.
So not visible. Now.
Visible, sir.
Not visible, sir.
Very good.
Yeah, yeah. Visible. Visible.
Okay. So this is the questions. By our previous batch got this some kind of questions. So I copied into one notepad Again, I separated in a topic wise. So later I will share these questions. Okay. But this is also important question in your technical interview, and you're personally also required to know what is your system configuration. So first of all, I'll go for this one. Yeah, this is the PPT. Yeah, while taking class, okay, while I'm taking the class, I created this PPT for the batch, your Noida batch only, 4th batch. Okay, same PPT I am using, guys, for you. Usually I like to create a PPT while I am taking the class. So you got a question, that is, what is your system configuration? So point before going to that one. So yeah, here is a mistake is there. See. So if any modification required, also I will modify this thing, PPT. So you got a question, it is, what is system configuration? Before we go to that one, why we should know your system configuration? Yeah, of course, it is an, one kind of interview question, but in generally, why should I know my system configuration? You know, a lot of people are there. What is your system configuration? And the people said, like, even what are the background, CSE background, IT background, what electrical background, electronics, mechanical, or BA, BCom, whatever it is. Whatever the background of a person, some people know, some people don't know. That's the ball. Okay. So point is here. They said answer is like Lenovo, some thick pad. Some will tell a Latitude 3450. Some will tell it's a Dell laptop, and they will tell it is an Intel laptop. Okay. So not a sure answer. It is a 15-inch laptop. I ask what is your system configuration. I don't have any system. I have a laptop. Even people are very stylish without having a knowledge. Okay, so without having a knowledge, they lappy. So lappy word I don't know. So that's laptop. It is a laptop, desktop, a palm top. So a lot of things are there. Lappy, mobile, mobi, gobi, alu, bonda, whatever it is, a name putting like this. Okay, people are more fashion but less knowledge. That is the main problem. Okay, so knowing your system configuration, why should we know it? That is a point is, you want to install an application. You want to install an application. For example, my brother, so one of my cousin brother, want to install a, an application called SolidWorks. Usually it is for a mechanical people. So that guy is from mechanical background only. He want to install SolidWorks. It is a 3D animated kind of stuff is also there inside. So what we have to do? So first of all, either go to Google, find a SolidWorks website, right? So what we have to do it, guys? Go to SolidWorks. Okay, so and find out system configuration, system requirements, or system minimum system requirements. You can see it is okay, SolidWorks support system requirements. It is showing what are the requirements. This is asking for a cookies, not required. Manage my preference. This is the worst thing they are creating like this. Yeah, no problem. I will try to adjust from here only. I don't like this enforcing of cookies. So the entire government means the worldwide government. What are the thing is fail to stop this thing. Not required. Every person not required. Like I search for some product. That's it. I don't want to chase that product every time. Last time I tried to show the Dell servers. If I open my Facebook, if I open my Instagram, okay, so it follows like it is like a devil only. If I search for a toothpaste, whatever I open, the toothpaste will appear. It's an entire wall internet plus that will.
कंपनी में है
Yeah, someone is speaking.
करीब हो गए 3 साल हो गए उनको अच्छा
Someone think I'm giving some motivational speak now. Guys, if you are not,
ठीक है हम आपको बता देते हैं
okay, see here it is. If you are using a Windows 10 and it is supporting is there. Okay, can you see there is a check marks? Okay, 2001, 2021 version, 2022 version, 2023 upcoming version. Its support is there. It support Windows Server 2019, 16, and 22. So you have to check it. And operating system support. If you require any SQL Server and Office, okay. So then what kind of database servers it will support? MS SQL 2019, 2016, 2014 up to it is required. Office also requirement is there supporting one. So processor compulsory 64-bit either Intel or AMD processor is required. Okay, I think we can remove this one, but it's a big burden. Okay, I exactly not removed. That's I removed. So 64-bit Intel or AMD, and RAM is minimum 16 GB or more. Means minimum you have to use at least 64 GB RAM and all. And also check the graphics. What kind of graphic cards are required? Graphic card driver support. Also you can check from this link. Okay, so you can better to use the hard disk like a SSD type of hard disk. Any virtualization platform you can use it if you want a virtualization environment. VMware Workstation, vSphere, Hyper-V, Parallel Desktop, Mac, the MacBooks, Xen servers. The virtualization platform support is there. So here it is. The point is this part. 64-bit processor, Intel or AMD, 16-bit, 16 GB RAM. So graphic cards also, the suitable graphics card also required. Okay, how much disk space is required that should be shown, but it is not showing that one. Okay, and what kind of operating system supported? Support to operating system, previous operating system, browser support, like this. Okay, very simple, guys. You want to install an application, you want to install a game. If you want to install a game, for example, I want to install a God of Wars. Or any games nowadays, new games you can go. Halo is there. Some games are not system games, some are computer games also there. So when you want to install any application, so you have to check the system requirement. For example, any new game, Fortnite is a game. So it is Windows 10 64-bit, video card, graphic card requirement, processor requirement, minimum processor requirement, graphic memory requirement, okay, RAM requirements kind of stuff. Also it will memory it is showing a minimum 4 GB RAM is required. RAM is 4 GB, processor is i3 processor, and this type of graphics and minimum graphics it will support at least. Okay, you can try. Okay, so point is, guys, why we need to know your system configuration, to install an operating system, to install an application, to install a games, to work with your system. You must better to know system configuration. So what are the things we have to take it? About your CPU. What is your CPU? Intel CPU, AMD CPU, Intel model, and how much speed of the processor, how many cores of the CPU, you should know it. What is your RAM? How much RAM, total RAM is there? How much availability of RAM is there? Are you using a hard disk or SSD? SSDs are faster than normal hard disk. So you want to run a big application, then SSDs are better compared to hard disk. You want to store a normal data, hard disk are better because of hard disk are cheaper than SSDs. SSDs are faster than hard disk. So what kind of data you are installing? We have to choose SSD or a hard disk, or what kind of storage type you have in your PC. So also based on that, you have to manage the data, operating system and applications. Next, operating system. I will give one example. It is Python. I want to install a Python 3. This is the Python website. Now I want to install a Python 3 in my PC. It is in a Python, there is a two things, Python 3, Python 2. See, Python 3.10.6 cannot be used on a Windows 7. Okay, Windows 7 I can't install. So again I have to search. Cannot be used, right? So then I have to search, go down, 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 down. So which Python version will support for a Windows 7? So it is not work for a XP, so may work for a 7. Okay, no guarantee, but 7 SP2 should be installed. SP1, SP2 should be installed. It will support. So like this, you can see. I'm going to Python 2. That is a Python 2. See, Python 2 is not telling where it works, kind of stuff also. So why it is not telling? Because the Python 2 support both 7, Windows 7, Windows 10 also. Okay. So you want to install an application. Okay. Operating system also required. Is operating system supporting is there or not? I showed for a SolidWorks also. Windows 11 and Windows 10, the support differences also, right? So know your system configuration. So know about what is your CPU, what is your RAM, what is your hard disk, how much space is available in your hard disk, how much availability of RAM regularly, so without using much system, and what is your operating system and which edition it is. Okay guys, why we should know the system configuration and what are the things we have to take while for checking your system configuration: CPU, RAM, hard disk or SSD, operating system. To check the system configurations, you can use different things for a different get informations, like a task manager, MSINFO32, Dxdiag, Windows. Their settings are there, system about, there you will find it, and also you can do the command called as system info. To open the task manager, guys, this bottom one, you can go to this bottom. Okay, you can see these icons and all. This is called a task bar. Okay, do not get confused. It is a task bar where the bottom ribbon it is. Okay, where you can able to see the Windows button, search bar, Cortana bar, task view, your Wi-Fi symbol. Okay, your notification symbol, date and time. So this bar is a task bar. When I right click on this task bar, you can see the task manager. You can see the task manager. Okay, you can open the task manager from here. This is the task manager. Okay, So I can able to see. Go to Task Manager and select the performance. Select CPU, so then you will find a CPU information. My CPU is an Intel CPU i5 processor 3230M model, and it is 2.6 GHz speed. Okay, and number of sockets means single processor it is. It contains 2 cores and 4 logical processor. Virtualization is enabled, and L3 cache is 3.0 L3 cache. Okay, this is the information I got it from Task Manager. Task Manager, performance, CPU. You want to know about your total memory. So my total memory is 12 GB RAM. It is a combination of 4 plus 8. So when I purchased this laptop with the 4 GB RAM only. So I added a 8 GB extra. Then it is a 12 GB. 12 GB. And the speed of this RAM is 1600 megahertz. And the RAM model is DDR3. RAM model is DDR3. Okay, RAM model is DDR3. It is a DDR3 model, 12 GB RAM, 1600 megahertz speed, SODIMM package. SODIMM means small outline, dual inline, small outline, inline memory module. Okay, 2 of 2 means 2 slots are there, 2 are full. Why? Because one is for another RAM is 8 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM are I connected to my motherboard, so then it is become 12 GB RAM. Available memory. This is available memory. Okay. Also, sometimes available memory also very important. Like you are having a system. System is for 12 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM. Now you want to install an application, or you want to run a virtual machine. Okay, or you want to open some application. Check the availability RAM also. Why it is? Look at here. My availability RAM is 4 GB RAM. I want to open an application. It required a 5 GB RAM or 4 GB RAM. System become very slow. So what I have to do it? Either I'll choose to not to open that particular application, or I'll close all the background application. For example, some applications runs unnecessarily it is running, or more tabs. Because of more tabs also there is a problem, right? So if you open multiple tabs, multiple background applications, background services, the availability RAM decreases. If it is decreases, you can't open the new programs. System become slower. Okay. So 2 points completed. One is CPU, another one is a memory. Third one is hard disk. Okay. Third one is hard disk. Okay. Third one is hard disk. Look at here. This is the hard disk name. Based on that, you may guess some what kind of hard disk is Seagate or Western Digital and all. This is the hard disk capacity. This is the hard disk capacity. It is a 500 GB hard disk. It is a disk 0, which is C drive, F drive, D drive. 3 drives are there in the disk 0, and this is the hard disk name. Very important is the capacity of hard disk is 500 GB. And this is the disk 1. I have 2 hard disks are there. This is disk 1. It is a 1 terabyte of hard disk, 3 drives in it. You can also check your Wi-Fi connection and graphic card. So this is my graphic card. It is around a 2 GB graphic card. You can see from 2.0 GB graphic card. And this is my Wi-Fi signal and where I connected, and this is my IP address, and of course I can able to see how packets are transmitting data send and receive through the my network connection. This is my adapter name. Okay, this is my adapter name. So these are the basic information we can able to get it from the task manager. Guys, understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can open the task manager different ways. Okay. So one is I open already. You can go to press the Windows button or a search button, or you can search. You can open the task manager from here also. So you can able to see the task manager. Or you can go to run taskmgr to open the task manager. Okay. Or you can open the command prompt. So if you know how to open the command prompt, taskmgr. Okay, taskmgr is a command to open the task manager. One more way is there, Alt Control Delete. Alt Control Delete. If you press Alt Control Delete, it shows some menu for a sign out menu kind of stuff. There you can find a task manager. Okay. These two ways to know. This is one way to know about a task manager. Another way is MSINFO32. Guys, how to open this MSINFO32? You can go to search, type MSINFO32. You can see system information icon is showing. See, it is system information. Or otherwise, go to run, type MSINFO32. So it will open that same system information from here. Look at here it is. Here I found my operating system. What is my operating system? Windows 10 Home Edition. Windows 10 Home Edition. Built-in version. Built-in version. It is a 64-bit PC. It is a 64-bit PC. And my processor is i5 processor, 3230M model, Intel processor, i5 processor, 3230M, means it is a third generation processor it is, and this is the 2.60 gigahertz processor. It contains two cores, 4 logical processors. 2-core processor, 4 logical processor it is. Okay, and also some BIOS information is also there, and you can see here it is your 12 GB total physical memory, means RAM size. Okay, your operating system, your processor, your system type, your physical memory, and of course other information like your username and some other information. So when we are discussing about this CPU, we got it, RAM details we got it, operating system details we got it, right, from MSINFO32. But where is this hard disk information? Where is this hard disk information? So we can get it from here. See, it is hardware resources, expand, sorry, components, system memory, components, storage, disk. So it is this much line, some memory, components, storage, disk. Okay, so you can find my one of the hard disk size is 500 GB Another hard disk is 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte. Okay, 2 hard disk I have. Okay, so MSINFO32. Next one is Dxdiag. Of course, you can open from the search or you can use run command. Dxdiag. This Dxdiag is not for checking your system configuration. It is actually Dxdiag for a DirectX information, means your graphic card information, but it is also shows your system information. Okay, currently it is showing, can you see it is your computer name, your current date and time, and your operating system Windows 10 home edition, and it is a 64-bit processor. Okay, and English language, your memory 12 GB RAM, your processor. So Intel i5 processor 3230M, 2.6 GHz speed, 4-core processor it is. Page files. So your DirectX version is 12. To install any applications which is involved with the multimedia, graphics related, monitoring related. So then DirectX information you want to know, this is also one option. DirectX 12. So DirectX 11, DirectX 10, like a minimum DirectX 11 minimum, like that. So that is belongs to DX number. Okay. So this is the another way to know how to check the system configuration. Of course, remaining is about your graphic cards. What is your graphic card? What is their version? What is the size? In a both ways, like internal built-in graphics, and another one is external graphics also. Okay, so your graphic card related information, you can check it from Dxdiag. Okay, and also you can get the system information. Guys, up to now understanding Task Manager, MSINFO32, Dxdiag.
Sir, please repeat MSINFO32.
Tell me then.
MSINFO32, sir, please repeat.
MSINFO32. Okay. You can easily open from here. You can try if you have a computer with you now. So then also you can try in your friend system, no problem. MSINFO32. So you can see system information. System information. Open it. So system summary, Windows 10 Home Edition. Windows 10 Home. System summary, Windows 10 Home. 64-bit processor. Intel i5 3230M model. And 12 GB RAM. Of course, there is a lot of information here, but 12 GB RAM. So I got my operating system, my RAM, and my processor information. Last one is I want to find what is my hard disk. You can go to components, storage, disk. Okay, so there you can find 500 GB hard disk. 900 means it is around a 1 terabyte of another hard disk. 2 hard disk I have. So this is about your MSINFO32. In MSINFO32, lot of other information is also there. Like IO addressing and IRQ conflicts. Lot of things are there, but important to know about system configuration is there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Next, two more things are there to check the system configuration. One is click on your Windows button, go to the settings, system. The first one is system, right? So they can see the inner settings. You can find system, scroll down, click on about. So there you can find your information. So about. So I'm going to take a screenshot of it. I'm not saving anything, just okay, you will find a device name and processor. Here it is, processor, i5 processor, my installed memory, and it is a 64-bit operating system, 64-bit processor. So next time if anybody asks which system you are, 32-bit or 64-bit, check it, it is a 64-bit or 32-bit. Okay, of course it's a touchscreen PC. Windows 10 single language pack. Current version is 21H2. 21H2. Installed version, built OS build like this. Okay. The processor is i5 processor 3230M 2.6 GHz processor, and it is a 64-bit operating system, 64-bit based processor. 4 GB RAM, Windows 10 operating system, and Windows 10 version is 21H2. So this is how to check the system configuration from your own system settings. Last one, guys, in systeminfo32. So what is it? System info. That's it only. So it is gather the system information. So it will display the system information on my screen. What is the command? So in the command prompt, you can type system info. It shows your host name. It shows your operating system. Okay, it shows your system types. It shows processor and what model it is. What is your RAM? What is your RAM? And hard disk information not showing here. Your IP address. Okay, and also virtualization related information. Okay, these are the information you will get it. So from using a system info here directly, so it will show us about your Windows 10 Home Edition and your 64-bit processor related details. So you can see it is a physical memory RAM size. You get it. And last one is very important. Last one, this one. Okay. So these are the things, ways to know your system configuration. Once you know system configuration, what are the way it is? Okay, what are the way it is? You got to know what is the system configuration. What you have to do it? You have to write down in some place like this. My system configuration is Intel i5 3230M at the rate 2.6 GHz processor. Like I have a 2.6 GHz processor speed. Intel processor 3230M. So it is a big one. I have a 12 GB total RAM. It is combination of 4 plus 8 GB RAM. hard disk. I have a 500 GB hard disk, one hard disk. Actually, I have two one. So main one is one hard disk. 500 GB hard disk. OS is my OS is Windows 10 home, and my OS is 64, and my PC is 64. 64-bit processor, 64-bit operating system. So these are the things how to check the system configuration. So last class it take almost more than 1 hour, around 1 hour. Now it is taking very less time because of already PPTs are there. So again, guys, once more, how to check your what is the things you have to check it. System configuration. What is your system configuration? Then you have to tell about a CPU, RAM, disk availability, and operating system information. So you can take it away from Task Manager, MSINFO32, Dxdiag, Windows Start button, settings, system, and about. You can see there a lot of information is available. On the other hand, you can go to command prompt to type systeminfo32. It will give the certain information. Yeah, I am getting sleep. Okay, guys, understand up to now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next part, we will see how to check the IP address. And if we have a time, like after checking an IP address, if we have a time, I will show you if system is slow, where to check those kind of information, or any small introduction to service desk. I will think, but next part is how to check the IP address. Okay. Now have a break. Take a break now, and we will be back.